5 subscribers and 1,991 views. Today you will watch me do an Today you will watch me do an obby while I share painful things that has happened to me and the time I wished for a cat and it came true. Alright, what should I share first? Alright, the first wait, before I tell you what the first painful, traumatizing thing that happened in my childhood, or just yesterday, if you're wondering why I'm not speaking Tagalog, I legit just don't want to. Also, I think my nose is clogged from the inside. Well, anyways, so the first time I got really traumatized is when I was about 5 years old. I think me and my cousins were playing tag. I think the game was tag. Yes, the game was tag. We were playing tag, then I slipped. I fell in the canal. I fell in the canal. I didn't even just fall and nothing happened. I just fall and I don't know, I did the iconic ankle twist and I just jumped out fine. No, I fell on the edge and it scraped my leg. It scraped my leg. Are you not gonna be traumatized by that? Well, anyways, I let out a terroring screech. You could hear from a block away, maybe a mile, I don't know. The dog looked at me like, what the? And then my parents rushed out and I was crying the whole time. I was sitting inside of the canal. I was stuck in that canal and I needed to be fished out by my parents. And maybe that was my cousin. Maybe that was my aunt or uncle that fished me out. I don't know. Anyways, I put medicine, Filipino medicine, to make the wound heal faster. If you did hear about that type of medicine for wounds, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, that's it. Wait, no, that's not it, actually. Sorry. My female cousin had the great idea of letting her friend ride us around the village in their little tricycle thing that's run by a bicycle. I think I never said that sentence before. I legit never said that sentence before. Anyways, so the tricycle. Wait, we were at this place. There was a giant long canal we were not that far from my cousin's house, but we were pretty far away from it. If you put it in a technicality. I'm kind of been using big words. Am I smaller? Anyways, the tricycle tipped. And most of you Filipinos already know what's gonna happen. The tricycle tipped. Me, my cousin, the tricycle, and my cousin's friend fell into the canal all at the same time, and y'all got traumatized, right? No, that's where you're wrong. It tilted, and it tilted. What is this, poop? Oh, it's matcha. I like matcha. Anyways, it tilted, and it tilted. Surprisingly, we did not fall. But my cousin was getting real dramatic, like if we fall. If she was saying stuff like if we fall, at least we were doing it together, and she was like holding me. Yeah. So let me tell you this time where I wished for a kid. And God granted my wish. No, like legit. Back when I was 5 or 6, maybe 7, I don't know. Back when I was still a child. Yes. Well, back when I was still an infant, a little child. Back when I was a little. Why do I keep repeating the same? Back when I was a kid, I was like 5. I think I was I was 6. I just turned 6. Maybe a month ago. Maybe a month ago when that happened. I told my mom I wanted a kitten. And then she said, I'll just pray for a kitten and God will answer my prayers. As a legit, as just like a little joke. Then we heard a little meow come from the canal out back. Remember, I was in Cavite here, and there were lots of trees that my parents have planted in the front yard, in the side yards, and in the backyard. And there was a big head snake that we saw a few nights ago before that happened. I'm going to tell you guys about that later. So anyways, yeah, we were like in the back porch when this happened, and then like the back porch, you could hear like birds chirping very loudly. Can't hear yourself think. It's like super calming, and then I told my mom that I wanted a cat. I already told you this part, why am I repeating it? So like, we heard a meow, and I was not mistaken. It was a and then we checked it out, and lo and behold, we saw a white kitten with blue eyes and fur as white as I don't know. But anyway, no. Anyway, so after that, I obviously took it inside. What? What are you expecting me to do? I wanted a cat, even though I already had a cat. It didn't like me that much. That's why I wanted another one. It's like cats. So, like I said, there's a cat. You saw the cat in the canal. God legit heard me and said, I just spawned a cat in your backyard. The most random space. In the most random place ever. New York Canal. It's funny that I'm saying the story after I told you about the time I fell into a canal. Oh my god, this is the worst time to be telling the story after I legit just told you my trauma of the canal. Well, anyway, so yeah, we took him in, and after that, I tried to make my two cats get along, but it didn't, and it ended up with me getting scratched by my cat. And once we got to the vet hospital thing, they needed to hold me down, and they shot me like, I don't know how many times, maybe like 8, 6, 7, maybe, I don't know. So like, they shot me the vaccine. They legit needed to hold me down. I was resisting so much. And then after that, I'm thankful that they didn't get the scar. That left the scar would have friends. Everyone was scared of me. I don't look very scary. Actually, I can bite through people. Why am I saying that? Anyway, so after that, my mom bought me Legos because, yes, I like Legos. I really like Legos. You can't stop me from liking Legos. I'm like Bryson over here. I just like Legos for no reason. It's just the fact that you can make your own little creations out of Lego. That just makes it more thrilling, you know? Well, anyway, I've been talking for over 13 minutes now. Oh my gosh, I ran out of breath. If it's okay with you guys, I'm just gonna continue. I'm gonna make a part 2. Thank you very much for watching. I'm just gonna make a part 2 tomorrow. Hopefully I don't forget about it, and I'm gonna do a video about Dandy's World going out of alpha with my friend Angelica and maybe Marcus too. They're parts of the iconic Aymara. So bye now. I don't have a leaving skit, so I'm just gonna fall. Bye!